stutter. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle. Falling out through the rubber. Remember this in jungle. The top, I was gonna get something. The middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion. Only built for confusion. The institution. Modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not shit I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Huntley flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
From the gun, Huntley. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10.
36-yard line.
He'll get this down to about the 39. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Tony Pollard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. And this will be incomplete. Physical. Play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now an option play on 2nd down. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Denver.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Now the ball comes loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the first down and move inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down. First down and goal to go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come, I feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down, Pollard, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Pollard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll run with Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Instead of the 1st, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Milan. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Cook. And it's a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Broncos were their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return will stop right around the 25. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Huntley, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick 6 last year, and he delivers another pick 6 right here. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And 6 at the 33-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Broncos first down.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tony Pollard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Kickoff for Denver.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken about 7 yards deep. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And then here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle, a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The 20-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular.
He loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up. He's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Raiders.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Taken in the end zone.
Deontay Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the gun, Huntley. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Tanner Muse in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Denver.
They run the counter. Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Huntley looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, he'll air this. And this is caught inside the 5. The way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Raiders 10. Brendan.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. He finds Baker complete. Now this football comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A lot of talk this week think about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
2 yards on the
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Off play action. Huntley. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Judy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 45, Raiders 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. He'll look downfield for Waller. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Raiders 10.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And the Raiders have got him. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run the counter. Pollard. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he will, in fact, lose yardage as he's forced out of bounds shy of the goal line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
He can run for it, and he will. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Goes 52, Raiders 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Back at the 14-yard line.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Gary Cameron, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so he can work through some of the rough stuff.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
The Raiders will line up for the 2.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, it has to give him more confidence. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He's brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. On 1st down, Hurts escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Forced out to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Davis for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to. Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there. It's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it?
And will be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Huntley, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a home date next week again.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a rockin' hoodie you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone, where do I know? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage. Way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on a diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Go and tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up
now this, of course, a division game, but Charger head coach Anthony Lynn, no stranger to the Bronco organization. He spent 4 of his 6 seasons as a player in a Bronco uniform, and in fact, he has 2 Super Bowl rings to prove it from 1997 and 98. On second down, Eckler, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Garyon Conley. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Pollard. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the gun, Huntley. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run the option. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the move to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 42 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call...
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
15.
From 8 yards out, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. "7-7", our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Third and 2, Herbert. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's good.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Score, Broncos 14, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Chargers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
5 yards on the play. And it's
the Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Pollard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
56, right there, 56. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
They run the counter. Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Huntley. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
The Chargers.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Herbert now eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they had plenty of leg.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They run the counter. Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert following the turnover. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
All day, every day. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
From the gun, Huntley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
End of the first half.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Go, go, go. 49.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. This is the tight end fan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on third down. Huntley. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25
The
yards.
Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. operating from the gun. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open. And now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
At the 50-yard line.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Now, 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
8-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down now, Pollard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
56, the mark, boy, 56.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Run for Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have broken the tie. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's good.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 2nd down, Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 30.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
A 48-yard attempt.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play it.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brendan McManus.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Herbert.
15.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They snap it to Herbert. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week.